Today you're going to be doing a breakout box in the Media Center. A breakout box is similar to an escape room. You will have to look for clues, hints, and solve puzzles to help you figure out lock combinations. Everything you need will be at your table. There will be several locks on a box. Your objective is to unlock all of the locks to get the box open and escape. What you've learned about energy and science class will help you solve the puzzles. Most teams have been successful by talking with their group members and sharing thoughts about how to solve the puzzles. If you find something, say something. If you have an idea to solve a problem or puzzle, use your voice to share with your group. Teamwork goes a long way. When you and your team think you have a lock combination, test it out. However, please do not try to guess the combination or play with the locks on the box. It is much more rewarding and fun when you and your group work out the lock combination. When a lock is removed, please keep it unlocked and place it in the red bin at your table. Please don't play with the locks. Many locks have been broken this way or will no longer open. Thank you for being respectful with the locks and materials. If you need help with the science questions, you can raise your hand and Mrs. Clark, the librarian, or your teacher will be able to help you. However, you and your team must try on your own. You can do it. If you are having difficulty with the puzzles or locks, raise your hand and Mrs. Clark can help you. For the number locks, enter numbers along the side of the lock from the top to the bottom. If your number lock looks like this, you will enter numbers left to right where it says Master. For the letter locks, enter letters from left to right near the notches you see on the lock. These notches are white, and these notches are raised like a little bump. If your letter lock looks like this, you will enter the letters from top to bottom. For the directional lock, you'll be working through an activity that leads you to arrows, up, down, left, or right. The lock combination could have the same direction arrow repeat. For this kind of direction lock, you need to squeeze the top and the bottom of the lock together 2 times. That clears out any previous attempts. Once you squeeze the top and bottom 2 times, you can enter a lock combination by pushing the middle dial up, down, left, or right. Take your time doing this. If you have this kind of direction lock instead, simply enter the arrows starting on the left next to the white notch. Color locks also look like this, but will have different colors on each wheel. Please do not write on the activities. Use the recording sheet provided to write down answers and lock combinations. You may use the back as scratch paper if needed. Remember, what you've learned about forms of energy will help you solve the puzzles. I'm going to read you a story to set the stage for your breakout. A brand new amusement park is about to have its grand opening. Dr. Ken Edick, the engineer who created the park and all of the crazy roller coasters, used his expert knowledge on energy to build rides no one has ever seen before. However, you have received an anonymous tip that Dr. Ken Edick actually has an evil plan. He intends to use the rides to lure people into his park and brainwash them while on the rides so they never go to another amusement park, only his. The anonymous tip also told you Dr. Ken Edick hides the device to trigger brainwashing in a locked safe at his office. Your mission is to unlock the safe and destroy the device. When you get to the library, please sit with your team, but do not begin yet. We will wait until everyone is settled. Then, once Mrs. Clark starts the timer, you'll be able to start. Every group that's successful will be rewarded. Best of luck to you and your team!